Oh yeah, it's your boy Julio coming at you with another video. Today we are going over the Division Resurgence, the official Dark Zone trailer Ubisoft announced literally yesterday. Bringing this to you. We're gonna go over basically the footage that they've shown, the game engine footage. It's gonna be pretty sick. I know it has a lot of questions. I think this is like the biggest concern. Like, is the Dark Zone gonna be in, the Division Resurgence for mobile? Is it gonna have PvP? And the answer, as we've seen, is yes, man. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and get into this. So as we see the Dark Zone DZ5 right there, that's the top of the porch. I wonder if it's going to be still structured like the consoles, how it was one great big thing versus the Division 2. I feel like it was broken into different areas, and I kind of didn't like that at all. I liked how it was structured in one simple, area, and it just progressed as you got further up. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to be like that, but let's see here. So entering the Dark Zone on the mobile. Yeah, DZ5 geared up, my boy all suited up. Gotta put the mask on before we jump in. An intense multiplayer experience, so we confirmed it's multiplayer. Of course, DZ has to be multiplayer. 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes. That clock is ticking. So I wonder with the 20 minutes, like, is that sort of like you only have 20 minutes to get in and get out, and otherwise you're gonna die, you're gonna lose oxygen or something? Because I don't think in the original, on the console one, because I played that numerous times, you didn't really have a time limit. The only time limit you had is when they came out with, I forget what it's called, Extraction, where you had the rogue agents in there, and they were like super strong, but it was super cold. So maybe, it's super cold that they have to get out super quick. I'm interested about that. So we got the, the fire guys. I forget what their fraction is called. Secret mines deployed, man, those are OP. Look at that. And grab what you can. Of course, you're gonna loot, so the higher tiers you go up in the DZ, special contaminated areas, you're gonna find the most rewardable loot, especially off of other players. So over here, gotta look at the chest box here. Kind of way different from what it used to be. I got the tri-rotor. Yeah. Get out if you can. We got 2 minutes left. Throwing the extraction. So this is pretty interesting. If you haven't checked out my last episode, I pretty much went over basically trust no one. So they're putting their loot on the rope. One of them, he's finna go rogue, dog. You got 15 seconds left. He said, forget this. Alright. Finna shoot my teammates. Take their loot. Cut that rope. And they're out. I was pretty quick. Pretty simple. Not too bad. Went over stuff we kind of already knew, was in the game here, but it's kind of cool to see them confirm, that we're already going to have, the DZ, and we're going to have PvP, and we can, basically go rogue and, turn on our allies, our friends here and cut the rope. That's cool and that's interesting. But let's go ahead and jump over. There's an article Ubisoft announced or released that basically goes into more depth of the Dark Zone. So let's go ahead and go there. All right, so now we're on the website for Ubisoft. Basically going over discovering the Dark Zone. They had the first closed alpha, beta back a few weeks ago. From what they're saying here, it's released on September 10th. So it's pretty exciting. There's something I read through this. Of course, it goes over just the normal stuff we know. The Dark Zone of New York, aka the DZ, is an area of Manhattan that has been quarantined and locked down due to higher level of contaminations. Basically, a no man's land. Pretty much goes over that. Here, we kind of get a screenshot of what it looks like. If you haven't played in the closed beta or you haven't seen any gameplay footage, pretty much you see that. I think that's the rogue symbol. He might be rogue right now. But yeah, you see we got the mini map with the enemies, how many enemies. We got a timer here. I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's for like the rogue status. Looks like we got a bunch of backpacks, party. Maybe that's like team party, and then a symbol here. We got our gadgets. I think that's our ult, or this might be our ult. And then we got aim, fault, roll, reload, single fire, meds, grenade, main, health, level 32. So it's in the level 32. So it's pretty cool. I like the overall flow. We will be showing some gameplay, some actual gameplay like from the alpha testing. So that's pretty cool. But one thing I found that was very interesting here is in regards to basically the extraction. Of course, going rogue. Yeah, so that is the rogue timer. So that's pretty cool to see. Right here, I forget where it was. Right here. So when the helicopter, usually when you go into the dark zone, you go to one of the specific areas to extract. You shoot the flare, and the helicopter comes and it throws down one rope. So it looks like that's what they're changing on here. So pretty much it looks like when the helicopter comes, it's gonna be dropping 2 ropes instead of 1. Yeah, right here. So the SHD helicopter to come pick it up. When it arrives, it will send 2 ropes, one to attach the contaminated loot and the other for your own extraction. So what does that mean? Like, can you just leave the dark zone while you're extracting? Are you like left defenseless when you're on the rope, or is it sort of like you can kind of defend yourself, and your loot while the timer's going out? I don't know. They didn't really show that off at all. They just showed that, the dude turned on his teammates. So that'd be interesting to, go over and see what they do with that. But yeah, pretty much a lot of this is just all things we already know, in regards to the Dark Zone. If you played it on console or PC, you go in, you kill enemies, kill players, pick up loot. You gotta extract some loot depending on the contamination. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. But let's go ahead and jump over to their Twitter and we'll go over some gameplay. Alright, so we're on their Twitter today. Looks like we are looking at an overview of basically the characters. Level 17, we have a map, the weekly bounties, specializations. So they're gonna have weekly, introductions in regards to, different things going on. The armory, so I guess we can have that in our interaction menu here. Event center, inbox, HD8, SHD commodities. But yeah, let's see what they show here. I think they go over the settings of how the controls are. So it's pretty cool if you really want to know. You can kind of like customize your own controls here. This is very interesting. Like I said, we can scale the size and the way it looks. But yeah, it gives you basically an overview of what the game is actually going to look like. So we got two different types of weapons here. It looks like the same weapon, but yeah, this is pretty interesting here. Alright, so that's pretty much everything on regards to the Tom Clancy The Division Resurgence. So that's pretty cool, interesting. You can check out, I'm gonna link down below their Twitter, so that way you can check out different functions of the mobility in regards to how the controls work. It's pretty straightforward from what I've seen. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any questions. Definitely sign up for this closed beta. It's coming this fall, so they're gonna have another testing. It looks like you can pre-register on the Google Play and you can download it on the Apple Store. But yeah, this is pretty exciting. I like how much they're moving to mobile games. Who knows? The fact that you can take it anywhere and everywhere. You can possibly play with your friends at work or anything. School. So it's pretty cool to see that. So let me know what y'all think down below. Other than that, it's been your boy Julio. I'm out.